in the west of Johannesburg. The system has been experiencing infrastructure issues, resulting in poor water supply for close to a decade now. The dry taps have led to protests in the affected communities, with residents accusing the city of not caring about their well-being. This morning, the entity provided an update on the system challenges and plans to fix them. Joburg Water Managing Director Nchabeni Mugwebo says the commando system is in a critical condition due to a lack of investment in infrastructure.
It's precisely for that reason that the city of Johannesburg is investing more than 600 million in that area. This is the area really around Brixton, area around Coronationville, Westin and so on, areas around Auckland Park all the way to Malaysia and Melville. So these areas are supplied from our 3 reservoir complex.
The Commission of Inquiry looking into hijacked buildings in the Joburg CBD has concluded that the city must take responsibility for the dire living conditions in rundown properties. The commission was set up to probe causes of the 2023 Usindiso building fire, which claimed 76 lives. It has also tasked with looking into the broader issue of hijacked buildings in the inner city. It recently handed over its second report to Gauteng Premier Panyaza Lesufi. Alfara Mshwana reports.
The Commission of Inquiry into hijacked buildings in Johannesburg CBD considered affidavits and oral testimony from 28 witnesses. The report points to systematic failures and poor bylaw enforcement, holding the city accountable for the lack of affordable housing, which it says has forced vulnerable residents into unsafe living conditions. It also highlights the city's failure to deliver basic services like water, sanitation and electricity, leading to illegal and dangerous connections. The Commission further criticized the city for allowing its own buildings to be hijacked, despite having enforcement resources such as SAPS and the JMPD at its disposal. Alfa Ramshwana, Eyewitness News.
In the courts now, the 26-year-old man accused of murdering his ex-girlfriend and confessing on social media has abandoned his bail application. Lazarus Antonio appeared in the Themba Magistrates Court in Hamscra today. He faces charges of the murder of 20-year-old Relebogile Mabotja and the attempted murder of his current girlfriend. The 2 incidents occurred on the same evening. Relebogile Mabotja reports.
The community of Hamscra came out in numbers yet again today, expressing their anger about the gruesome act that took place last week. 20-year-old Relebogile Mabotja was allegedly stabbed to death outside a tavern in Maubane, Northwest, by the accused Lazarus Antonio. Police say soon after the stabbing, he filmed the crime scene and also filmed his confession. He then went to stab his current girlfriend, who is currently hospitalized. Today, he made a brief appearance at the Themba Magistrates Court, where he abandoned his bail application. Relebogile Mabotja, Eyewitness News.
And Thailand has a new Prime Minister. Parliament elected Anutin Charnvirakul this morning. The 58-year-old is best known for liberalising the country's marijuana laws when he was health minister in 2022. He has been described as enthusiastic and ready to take on the job amid a political crisis in the country. Gold is trading at $3,549.39 an ounce. The rand is at 17.67 to the dollar, 23.82 to the pound, 20.66 to the euro, and Brent crude oil is at $66.99 a barrel.
Heading towards Bedford View, there's still bumper-to-bumper traffic. This is on the R24 westbound in the Edenville area due to an earlier accident near the Kilulis interchange. This is causing delays all the way from Edenville Road. Also in Wadeville, Germiston, there's slow-moving traffic on Osborne Road approaching the N17. Hermanstad, Pretoria, accident scene on Eskiam Pahlele near the R80 causing delays from Van der Hof.
Gold is trading at $3,549.20 an ounce. The rand is at 17.67 to the dollar. In your weather, it is a partly cloudy afternoon in Gauteng today. Temperatures have peaked at highs of between 28 and 30 degrees. The top story in EWN. Police are investigating a shooting outside the Athlone Magistrates Court, which left one person dead this morning.
EWN, in touch, in tune and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
The excitement around the US Powerball just keeps growing with yet another rollover. This Sunday's jackpot has climbed to a staggering 30 billion rand. Your winning moment could be just around the corner. Head to lottoland.co.za and choose your lucky 6 numbers, or let the quick pick option do the work for you. You never know, this could be your time to win big. Go to lottoland.co.za and place your fixed odds bets now.
No person under the age of 18 years permitted to gamble. Lottoland South Africa is licensed by the Western Cape Gambling and Racing Board. National Responsible Gambling Program toll-free council line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710. Winners know when to stop.
You're with Relebogile Mabotja
Live, streaming countrywide.
on the Prime Media Plus app.
DSTV channel 856
92.7
and 106 FM.
Minutes after 1 o'clock. Welcome 7:02 afternoons with me, Relebogile Mabotja. Happy Friday to all of you, and I hope that you've had a beautiful week and are looking forward to a wonderful weekend. We have a jam-packed one for you today. We're going to kick off with our food feature, and we're going to be chatting to the co-owner of Chunky Chow Group, Adele Sol, as well as Carmen Graham, co-owner at Truffles on the Park and co-owner of the Chunky Chow Group. And we'll be chatting all about Italian summer truffles and Chunky Chow Group as well. Unplugged on 7:02 afternoons, we're going to be joined by Zawadi Yamungu. And I'm so excited for this because anytime I see interesting instruments in studio, I am looking forward to an amazing performance. She's an award-winning musician and will be joining us. Then in the second hour of the show, the upside of failure. She is a South African entrepreneur and the founder of Beauty on Tap, a business that just keeps growing and growing. Matebe Ngwenya joins us for the upside of failure. So I look forward to all of your questions and engagements. Get in touch with us. Give us a call, 011 883 0702. SMS us 31702. Tweet at Relebogile M at Radio 702 using the hashtag 702 afternoons and the WhatsApp line 072 702 1702.
702 afternoons
with Relebogile Mabotja.
on 702.
Let's walk the talk.
It doesn't make much sense. There ought to be law again. Anyone who takes offense at a day in your celebration, 'cause we all know in our minds that there ought to be a time that we can set aside to show just how much we love you. And I'm sure you would agree, what could fit more perfectly than to have a world party on the day you came to be. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I just never understood.
You're not allowed to sabotage me on my own show. Thank you so much, team. I've officially made it to the 4th floor. Thank you so much. I actually was not going to say anything, maybe because I'm still digesting the fact that I made it. But let me say this. For a birthday that I've actually been celebrating the whole year is today I just feel grateful. That's it. Like, I'm grateful. I want and need for nothing. I'm exactly where I need to be in life. And I'm so grateful that I have my parents alive, my siblings alive. I have close friends and family, and I feel the love for all of you guys that tune in. Thank you so much. We're going to keep celebrating this 40th all year by healing ourselves, by growing, evolving, and ticking off bucket list items, man, because life is short. We lose people so easily that are young, and I'm not going to be about that life. We're going to live each day as if it could be our last. So thank you, team, for celebrating me on my birthday.
702.
Food feature.
Food feature time. We are talking chunky chow, and the reason I'm so excited is because if you have tasted somebody's food and then they come to say, taste it again, we're doing something new, you get nervous because it needs to live up to the expectation and the standard that they've set for themselves. And then, Aishem, they not only blew me away, they also shoved some alcohol down my throat and brought my favorite cake in the form of cheesecake, which I'll enjoy at home because when it's your birthday and you're in the house with a toddler, it's both your birthdays. So I cannot eat cake without him. But ladies, thank you so much for joining us. Adele Sal, co-owner of the Chunky Chow Group, and Carmen Graham, co-owner at Truffles on the Park and co-owner of Chunky Chow Group as well. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Relebogile, for having
Thank
us
you.
again.
Listen, I just have to say that I always think that I can't be more surprised. Like you sometimes think that you can taste everything with food. And this is one of the things I love about this feature, excuse me, is that flavors, even with the simplest, it's not like there are new ingredients coming up, but we're becoming more creative with what we do with them. And I have to just say, I am blown away. The presentation, everything, like those boxes are not leaving. But let's chat just, Carmen, since you were last with us, how has the business grown? And maybe even take a step back. For those that don't know Chunky Chow, tell us what Chunky Chow is and all about.
So 3 years ago, we started Chunky Chow in Rosebank, and that's when we came to visit you and give you your first little taste of what we were doing. It's a Pan-Asian fusion cuisine. And I mean, since then, we have grown, we've expanded, we've done another Chunky Chow just up the road from you, actually. I think we're working our way into the new building. And we're just up the road from you in a great location at Central Square, Sandton, next to the Gold's Gym. And there's a beautiful outside area. We've won the People's Choice Lux Award for Best Pan-Asian Fusion. So we are smiling from ear to ear about our 2025 achievement. And we've just come in with a little bit of a different take on the cuisine. We're pushing an Asian barbecue grill, which is what you tasted today. A little bit, we've gone meat, and then a little bit of cool accompaniments, Korean, Mongolian, Indonesian, Japanese, and we've just brought it all in there to showcase those flavors. And that's where Chunky Chow is at the moment. We're also on the heels of our Women's Month. I am so proud to say that Adele is now ops manager for all three of our restaurants, for Truffles on the Park and for the Chunky Chows. And our group head chef, also Chef Pam, a lady.
Yes.
And pushing out these wonderful cuisines, putting her touch at Truffles on the Park as well. So we've got a full female team running the show. And, I'm really, really proud of what we've done and how we've grown since we were last here 3 years ago.
I love it for you, and power to you ladies for creating and building something for yourselves and not waiting for someone to build and get a seat at the table. You're building your own table and creating your own seats as well. I have to ask, Adele, share with us, because while some will look and say, oh, you get to open a second restaurant, that means you're successful. But there are the other sides that they don't see that come with opening a new restaurant. Can you talk to us about some of the challenges when now one restaurant starts becoming a group and starts to have its own little baby of restaurants or siblings?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest challenge for us would have definitely been, maintaining the cuisine and consistency of that, but also being in a location that foot traffic is a little bit low. So trying to market that, word of mouth, having to have the right strategies to bring people in, be like, listen, we're here now. It's an amazing location. The cuisine is amazing. The culture of the shop is amazing. So just to try and bring those feet in and like retain our client bases, which we've done quite well, I think. A lot of Rosebank
Absolutely.
customers now come to Sandton, which is amazing. And with the new launch of Chunky Chow Sandton's menu soon, that's also going to be quite epic. So I would say mainly that.
Okay. And I think from a logistical point of view, how do you decide that each restaurant maybe needs to have its own flavor? Where, from a strategy point of view, do you say to yourself, let's make the restaurants exactly the same so people know whether you're in Sandton or Rosebank, you can find the same thing? Or would you say that the strategy is like, let's make them slightly different because the same customer can go to both Rosebank and Sandton? And I'm sure that's quite a difficult thing to think about, especially if you have a formula that you know already works.
So initially, that's what we did. We kind of mirrored the shops exactly the same. And we recently, a couple of months ago, launched our bottomless sushi and Korean bao in Sandton. We've launched the lovely picanha 8-way box that you tasted earlier. And with a whole new relaunch of the menu, sort of almost like an Asian steakhouse in a sense, with more smoke and char and grill. So just try and differentiate the restaurants a little bit so that we have a little bit of a difference.
And just to add to that, the decor we've carried through from Rosebank as well. It's a fabulous date spot, but Sandton is beautiful daytime venue as well. And we've carried through the decor and touches of the menu, but we've definitely found that we've got to adapt the cuisine slightly in Sandton to kind of grab a different crowd or speak to a different crowd as well. So definitely part of the strategy has been to change it a little bit.
I'm so curious, and maybe there's a market researcher who's listening that can share with us what the difference is between a Sandton person and a Rosebank person. Because if I have to think to myself, I would say the Rosebank person is a bit more artsy-fartsy. The Rosebank person could be possibly a lower LSM even though we don't use LSM, we use SEM now, I think it is. And that person could be your first-time worker or even a student that likes to head into the Rosebank space. Whereas the Sandton person, we're assuming because you're in the richest square mile in Africa, you are moneyed. And maybe your expectations of the type of service and the quality of the food and the quick turnaround is a little bit different. Have you observed anything different with those crowds? I mean, I work in Sandton, but I don't see myself as a Sandton person.
No, agreed. I think it's Rosebank is a mixed bag. It's, it's a little bit of everybody. Also the location, because it's in a mall environment, there's foot traffic. So you've got a very diverse bag of people in Rosebank. A nice mix, to be honest, And Sandton, I think the assumption is that it is the richer mile.
Yes.
But I don't like that. I really don't like that about Sandton. I mean, I think it's just also where we're located. It's very specific. So there's no natural foot traffic. So we've got to market it differently. We've got to make sure we put the word out. We've got to let you know we're down the road from you.
And in essence, it's almost like that appointment type of, it's not like you're going to get the person that was walking by that decides, oh, let's eat here. It's a person that has to specifically be looking out for a Chunky Chow there in Sandton. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk the menu and what we got to enjoy. And I need an explanation for what was in that drink of mine.
Every day I'm hustling. It's our reality as business owners. And it's good to know that there's someone out there who takes care of the business that makes the business. Gotta love My Way Business Insurance. Saving big on premiums with 24/7 emergency services, plus My Business Assist with marketing, legal and labor advice services.
Visit myway.co.za or dial 0860 64 64 64 and get a quote today. My Way is a licensed non-life insurer and FSP. T's, C's and standard rates apply. My Way. Live your way.
In Africa, over 200 million people live with disabilities, yet they remain largely excluded from our workplaces and boardrooms. When we remove barriers and create inclusive opportunities, we unlock potential that drives innovation and growth. Africa Tikkun is proudly hosting the inaugural Valuable 500 Africa Disability Summit, bringing together business leaders, policymakers, and disability advocates to drive systemic change. To find out more, visit www.africa.tikkun, africatikkun.org/valuable 500. Transform your workplace, transform Africa's future.
Mzansi, don't miss out on playing Powerball and Powerball Plus for a life-changing 103 million rand in total guaranteed jackpots this Friday. That's right, play Powerball for the guaranteed 50 million rand and Powerball Plus for the guaranteed 53 million rand today. Buy your tickets now in store on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529# for USSD. Panda, Pusha, play. Players must be 18 years old and play responsibly. E2 is the proud operator of the National Lottery.
This September, Joburg Theatre brings you a powerful mix of drama, music, and dance. Dancing the Death Drill, adapted from Fred Khumalo's acclaimed novel, tells the tale of Pito Mutaung, a South African soldier forever changed by the tragic sinking of the SS Mendi. The cast features Kwenzo Ngobo, Tuli Tabete, and Clint Brink, with choreography by Luyanda Sidia and original music by Msaki. This is a story of love, loss, and remembrance. Catch it from 9 to 28 September 2025 on the Mandela stage at Joburg Theatre. Dancing the Death Drill, a moment in history brought to life. Book now at joburgtheatre.com.
702.
Food feature.
23 minutes after 1 o'clock, we continue with our food feature as we chat Italian summer truffles and Chunky Chow Group. We're joined by Adele Saul, who is co-owner of Chunky Chow Group, together with fellow co-owner Carmen Graham, who also is the co-owner at Truffles on the Park. We take your calls on 011 883 0702 and the WhatsApp line 072 702 1702. Carmen, chat to us about, Adele touched on the menu, which I think is absolutely delicious. The amount of barbecuing and deliciousness that we were enjoying earlier on, where I had to say to myself, Relebogile, do not fall asleep in this first half hour because I was exceeding my limits. But talk to us about the approach to the menu. I love that, like how you say you wanted a fusion of all types of Asian. So from your Mongolian to your Thai to Vietnamese to all of those
Indonesian, Japanese.
Why did you decide to do more grilling? I mean, I feel like naturally as South Africans, we love the flavor of the smoke.
Spot on. I mean, that's South Africans love their meat, and we wanted to do something a little bit different. I mean, for instance, our fusion comes in, we do a chankachuri. So it's a chimichurri, but it's got the Asian flair in.
Yes.
I think we had that on the Wagyu meat that we were serving, the sliced meat. And then we do a béarnaise sauce, but it's a Japanese béarnaise. I mean, how? But it's beautiful. It's got the mirin in it. It's got, all the flavors that need to boost that Asian profile. And it's just something different. It's a different flavor profile to what you're used to. It's not just your straightforward grill. The yakitori chicken skewers and the beef skewers that we did as well.
Yes.
Some Vietnamese, Mongolian beef. And then those beef pies are my absolute favorite.
I mean, the crunchy, the texture, it's got a bit of a spicy kick in it. It's very subtle, but absolutely delicious.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of the meat dishes are Mongolian because Mongolian is very meat centric.
Yes.
So it's a celebration of meat. What did you think of the different flavors and the different profiles that we had in that box?
I just think the nice thing is it's the type of box that you can share with someone, and there's something for everybody. There's a total mix of flavors. And I think for me, sometimes ordering just one big bowl of something is that, unless you're with someone, you're like, let's order two different things and share. So for me, the box is the perfect introduction to the entire menu. Then the next time you come, you're like, ooh, I actually really enjoyed this, so I want a whole lot of that.
Exactly.
I think what you guys did with that margarita, I need you to explain. But it was so good. Just the right level of tart, just the right level it's a thought out cocktail. It's not just a mix of tequila and whatever else.
Yeah. And I think that's exactly what it's about. It's about sharing. Variety is the spice of life. You know, it gives you don't have to make a decision. You don't have to feel intimidated by the menu, because you could literally take the box and try a whole lot of different things. I'm going to let Adele speak to the cocktail.
Yes.
It's my favorite to drink, her favorite to make.
Yes, it's my favorite part of the show.
Yes.
I mean, our cocktail menu on a whole was very well thought out, but specifically the Thai yuzu margarita. Tequila doesn't get any better than that.
Yep.
And yuzu is actually a Japanese citrus. So that's where you get sort of like a sweet, tangy, that's that undertone that you get in that cocktail.
Yes. I
and then
thought
the spicy
it was
rum.
almost like a lime, but not a lime. Almost limey. Okay. Almost limey.
Almost slimy. And the
And then-
cheesecake.
Oh, please talk about the cheesecake. Let's talk about that cheesecake, which I cannot wait to just enjoy, because there's the syrup at the bottom, there's the ginger crackling at the top. Talk us through also like how you even decided to go that route with a cheesecake.
I think trying to stick to the Asian theme. So it has ponzu, which is actually a citrus sauce as well, with soy and
Yes.
citrus and you know, and we incorporated that into the actual cheesecake. The syrup that goes on top, it's still melt in your mouth, smooth, with the coconut biscuit base and that little ginger crackle on top, and very heavy lime. So, you know, it needs to like hit you here kind of thing, but also sweet at the same time.
Your salivary glands go,
Yes. It does that. So we'll need feedback from you
they
later.
go like a cat, like, because it all just comes in there. Who would you say is the ideal Chunky Chow customer, especially now that you are starting to redefine the brand by, you know, as it starts to spread its way throughout the country? The you know, its identity will start to evolve.
We are for everybody. I think young, the older, more mature, we're for everybody. So it's a very date night type of thing. I mean, in
Yes.
Rosebank, we have a lot of dates going on. And daytime meetings just for the sharing, grabbing something quick and easy, light as well. You know, Asian food can be very, very light. So it's good daytime eating. So we're trying to target everybody.
Yes.
We're trying to get everybody. Kids love the sushi, love the noodles, love the rice dishes. So it really is for everybody. I think location speaks a lot to what our strategy is in terms of who we're targeting. But at this stage, we want to do corporates during the day and families on weekends and dates and something sultry in the evenings.
And all of you can head out to the celebration of Italian Summer Truffles that will be taking place from the 3rd to the 6th of September. So that's currently. And what you can do is indulge in a 5-course set menu crafted to highlight the essence of truffle season. So you can go 695 Rand per person, or 995 Rand per person with a wine pairing as well. Head over to Sandton if you want to book reservations at trufflesbistro.co.za, or head over to the website trufflesbistro.co.za and make sure you follow Chunky Chow on the socials, and you can see how gorgeous it is to take pictures there. And their website is chunkychow.co.za. It's 1:30, time for your latest Eyewitness News headlines. Good afternoon.
Thanks, Relebogile. Good afternoon. Cabinet has approved a request by the Sports Department to bid to host the Formula One Grand Prix. The Grand Prix was last hosted in South Africa in 1993, a year before the country's transition from apartheid to democracy. The Kyalami race course has already received confirmation from the F1 Federation to upgrade its circuit to Grade 1.